We're live!
Yo, what's going on? You finally got it all set up?
I think so. I need to charge the mobile.
Wait, is the camera facing the right way?
Yeah, that's not live.
Huh?
No, it's working, I think.
Okay.
There it is.
Let's pull it.
Okay, there
There we go.
Hi. The crowd is there. I think it's better this way, but I think it should... What do you say? You're the professional video maker here. Is everything on track? Is everything fine?
That looks good right there. That looks
Okay.
good.
So there's one guy missing, I think.
There's a man that needs to sit in the middle here.
Okay, I will. Okay, then I will just say hello. No. Hello, everybody. Einen schönen guten Abend.
What he said.
Yeah, this is a live stream in English this time because I have special guests here. It's Joshua and John Hannon from Beyond the Brick, the most famous Lego YouTube channel in
Just
the
a
universe.
straight YouTube channel.
Yeah, besides train bricks. But so I would just put the live stream out there in the wild. Till then, I would like to know of you both. What do you think of Hamburg? I've shown you a few places today. Are you, do you think this is a nice city? Is it a boring place to be? Just tell the people. And Mike, if you don't know those guys, Beyond the Brick, check out their awesome YouTube channel. I will put the link in the description right now. I forgot.
That was the most important thing.
Yeah. I will do it.
Okay. No, so we took the train in from Copenhagen last night. Fun fact about the train from Copenhagen to Hamburg, for anyone who wants to go out and be adventurous in Europe, it's one of the last in the world that still goes onto a boat as part of the train ride. So they take the train onto a boat, and you have to get off the train, and then they take you across, and you get on the German side, and then you come into Hamburg. So it's a lot of fun. So the train journey was fun. So that was last night. So then today we had a wonderful tour guide, 5 out of 5 on TripAdvisor right here. I mean, just awesome reviews. And he showed us all around. So one thing we saw today, this is a good time to mention this. We did a meetup at the Lego store here, which I'm sure we'll talk about some more. And our fan named Marcus from Hamburg City Bricks brought us this really cool gift here. So this is the El Philharmonie.
Yes.
Okay, that's my American
We can leave it this
version.
way. It's fine.
So this is a really awesome new concert hall that is some really cool designs. You can see the bottom is kind of like red brick, and the top is all like clear, really cool window designs. So shout out to Marcus for bringing us this awesome gift of a local Hamburg iconic piece of the skyline now, I guess you'd call it. We walked around here and checked the place out. It was very cool. So have you been to a show here yet?
At the Elfmanie?
Yeah.
Inside. Yeah, I've been there actually before they opened the whole place. And there's plaza, so you can walk around here. I told you, but yeah, there was with other things to see in Hamburg because it's not upstairs, it's like in the middle.
Right.
But it's an iconic build, and this is a really nice model. I can show it here. So from the reader Marcus, he's called, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we met some guys in the Lego store. This was the first part, and now we have this fancy live stream going on in a second. So this is kind of the warm up. So the show we call it show. It's a
it's a big production.
It's in 4 minutes. So yeah, it's good to be here. So you've seen the Harbor City. What do you think of this? This is a huge place where they put a lot of new buildings.
As you reminded us multiple times, it's the largest. What is it? The largest something in Europe?
How do you call it? In Europe, the largest area where they enlarge the city.
Oh, like landfill.
In the inner circle.
Inner city construction.
Yeah. It's a lot of cool buildings.
Lots of new stuff.
Yes. So it was a lot of fun to check everything out. We got some food here. So Andreas took us to one of his favorite restaurants in his local hood.
Awesome. Just tell him, Lucas. It's not so expensive.
That's right. We've got YouTube money we're dealing with here.
So we're gonna dig into that.
Yeah. So
you can eat along with us at home.
Of course, because we have 3 more minutes to go, and then we're gonna talk about Japan, Panama, Jang bricks.
Oh wow, you're gonna stick around for that.
And all the stuff which will be happening next year, and it's awesome, awesome. So just we'll put the link here.
We've got some goodies here that I'm sure we'll grab. If you haven't noticed, we're sitting in front of the magnificent Zazumgabat city right here, and so I'm sure we'll talk about that and some of the other awesomeness. We've got magazines that are in German, so I will mispronounce some things on them, and then we'll talk about some of the sets in there. That's always fun.
Yeah, we can build some set afterwards.
Right.
So we have time. I hope you too. And of course, later on you can send us some questions. And John is already commenting, so here's his notebook there.
We're watching the chat, so drop in and let us know where you're watching from.
So there's a retreat. I'm done here in a second. It's
Okay.
almost
No,
done.
the live stream does not begin for another 60 seconds.
Oh, all the
So
time in the world.
We're very, very early.
Then there's going to be another hello. I think so, right?
Sure.
This
Yeah,
is
we'll give another. The people
the
watching
audition.
right now are just
Of
getting
course.
the bonus content, the behind the scenes. John says, watching from Luxembourg. Thank you for joining us.
That's right. It's a very
Great.
international live stream.
Great. I haven't been there. Have you been there,
At
Luxembourg?
the airport.
Okay, you've been there. Technically,
It's not a large country.
it is not, but it's a nice place from the images I've seen, the videos. So, there's live stream. There's a live stream. And just put it in the article, and then I'm.
That's right. You got all the socials. Saturate the market.
Beside Instagram, because the phone is there.
I put a photo on Instagram for us.
Awesome. So, good evening, everybody. This is the fancy Beyond the Brick Lego live stream here in my office, Zanggebaut headquarters, New Oconee City behind us, and I'm so glad that John and George are here from the awesome Beyond the Brick YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Awesome coverage of Lego builders around the world, because those guys, young men, have been in Japan, Panama, all over the place in the US, and right now they are touring through Europe in 3 weeks. Paris, Greece, Hamburg, and many other places.
Hamburg. Who does that?
And they will end in Skavik. And I think the first question we have to talk about is, or the first thing, we've met for the first time, I think, in Skavik or in Billund.
I mean, it was Fan Media Days last year in Billund.
Yeah. It was magical. It
really was.
It was like, finally I met those guys. And
Major celebrities.
Right.
Major.
I know this had been a dream of yours for a lot of years.
It was like, I mean, those red shirts, and it was awesome. Then we met again in Skavik at the Lego House event, and we've seen each other in New York City.
Right.
This little city in the US, on the West Coast.
Yeah.
We just happened to bump into each other.
Which is awesome, and we had so much fun there. And then you asked me, hey, we have nothing to do. Could we visit you here? And I said,
There were a lot of other options, but then eventually we got to, well, I guess we'll go to Hamburg.
how long? A few hours? No, 3 days. 3 days! So, well, of course, I could show you anything then in Hamburg. So you've seen a few places, and I will talk I will ask you a few things about the places you've visited. Right now, let's just dive in. You do interviews with mockers around the world, as I mentioned. And last time, I just followed you on Facebook and Twitter and sent me messages. You've been in Panama.
Yes.
So what was it like? I mean, when we think about Lego countries, it's the US, North America, it's Germany, it's Denmark, of course, and France, and Panama. So tell me about, what was it like to go there and meet Lego fans?
It was great. So we went to Brickfest Panama. That was just, well, I guess just this past weekend, right? Just a few days ago.
Yeah. So we actually went there and then had 1 day home before we flew out to Europe. So that's a kind of crazy schedule that we're on sometimes.
We wanted to get here to Hamburg just immediately. We couldn't wait to get here. So, but yeah, it was an amazing show. They had a lug down there put on the show, and a lot of people came through, and it was a smaller show compared to a lot of them in the United States. But great mocks on display. We made a whole bunch of videos, talked to a bunch of builders, did interviews like we always do, and those videos will be coming out soon. It'll probably be a while, a couple months, but eventually. So it was a great experience. They a smaller group there, so it was kind of got to talk a lot to everybody, and yeah, it was a wonderful experience.
I love the emphasis they put on like community there, because they're still very much growing, and Lego is just becoming more popular in Panama, and the lug is still pretty small. So there's a lot of really close emphasis on like getting families involved. So they refer to their members not as like single people, but it's like how many family units do they have like involved in the lug, because the goal is to get all these families involved and have like parents and kids playing together and doing stuff with bricks together. So I thought that was really great, because to me I think that's kind of the core of what a lot of Lego is getting the families together and parents and kids being able to experience all these fun things. So they have a really big emphasis on that, which I thought was fantastic. And then yeah, some great mocks. They had kind of a mix of mocks and sets on display. So I think as it becomes more popular and more people build mocks, and they'll start doing more with that. They have a giant collaborative city that you would like, Andreas. You would be a big fan of. It's got a bunch of cool stuff in there, little fun details and everything. We have a video with it that we'll post at some point. So that was really cool. A lot of Star Wars. Star Wars is very big down there. Had a lot of Technic stuff. Some cool custom builds of like some custom Pirates layouts, some Marvel Avengers sorts of things. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. And then we just explored Panama, saw the Panama Canal, of course. Saw a Maersk ship going through, so possibly some Danish Lego shipments going on somewhere. You never know where that might be headed. Saw some Hamburg crates moving through the canal. I'm sure from the very busy port here that they have in Hamburg.
It's similar somewhere, and you sent me some images of Hamburg Zoo, so I'm familiar with this one. So before that, you've been to Japan, another place I haven't been to. And when you compare the marks, the layouts in Japan with the other stuff we've in Europe or in the US, are there differences?
There is, yeah. So Japan very much, I mean, I suppose this is true of any show. It reflects the culture of where it's held. So US shows, European shows, Asian shows, there's different cultural, influences there, so it's going to be different types of builds. So Japan, there's this massive emphasis on mecha bionicle type builds that are incredibly detailed and just unlike anything else that you see at most shows in Europe or the US that we've been to. So that's really awesome. There's also a lot of emphasis on like anime and mangas and things, and so there's a lot of obscure sort of like Japanese TV shows, maybe some famous animes that have made it outside the US and to other countries outside of Japan. So you never know what's going to show up. Andres is just going to abandon us.
You can see the city back here.
Yeah.
Yes, more important than...
So you can just stay over there.
Yeah. So I think technically everything is fine now. The live stream is up, I think.
Yep. So I'm watching the chat, so let us know where you're watching from. We're keeping an eye on the chat.
Yeah. So anyway, Japan, very much different emphasis on the types of builds they have there than you see other places. Very, very big language barrier for us as English speakers. Most of the builders cannot speak very good English. So that was different for us. We had a lot of translated videos.
I've seen the videos. Yeah. It was fun. It was always guy. But it was great because you can see actually all the videos. They are all most of them are online, I guess. Or will you upload more?
All of them are now up.
Okay, all of them
from Japan. Yeah.
Do you think that they have larger layouts as well, or do you see more on little sculptures and things?
It's definitely much more emphasis on the little sculptures, like little detailed stuff. So like they had some really cool detailed brick heads they made based on some Japanese or Chinese related stories and things like that. So it's a lot more emphasis on detail than it is big, kind of collaborative, massive, like 30-foot layouts like you have at a lot of like Brick World and Brick Fair type of shows. So yeah, all of that stuff was cool, and it's nice to experience that. Panama, Brick World Chicago and Japan all bring in different builders and different types of builds and stuff. So it's a different experience everywhere you go.
You both mentioned something and explained to me that when we talk about markets, I think the US is very big, of course, the biggest market for Lego. We also have Germany, which is important too, I think on place number 2. But then you think Japan is big, like Nintendo, all this stuff. But Lego isn't there. In many ways. So you can buy Lego actually, but it's very expensive.
Right, yeah. So Lego is not nearly as popular in both China and Japan as it is here in Europe or in the United States. And that's something we really noticed. And there aren't like official Lego brand retail stores. They work with independent stores basically to sell Lego, but there aren't typically a whole bunch of Lego brand retail stores like you have around Europe or around the United States.
So yeah, there are no Lego stores, no certified stores, or is it like?
So they call them certified stores, but they're not Lego brand retail stores.
So you can't buy the exclusive sets.
I don't. Do they have the exclusive sets? I'm not sure exactly how that works. But
Yeah,
it's just,
that's a good question.
The stores there, they look very similar to brand retail stores, that are in major cities in the U.S. and Europe, but they're called certified stores.
Yeah,
so it's
the same like in East Europe. We have.
So
they can sell
yeah.
those sets. And there's also Legoland, which is new. I think 1 year
In Japan, yeah.
And you've been there. So what it's like to visit the Legoland? Similar with your experience in the US or Europe?
Yeah, so the park is 1 year old, and then the hotel where we stayed one night was like a month old. So that was super, super brand new when we were there. So yeah, I mean, I believe it's the smallest park in the world. So I didn't feel like it felt particularly smaller than the other ones we've been to. But apparently it is technically the smallest, and I think some people say they feel like that hurts it. My favorite part was, and we just published a video with Ryan, who's actually an American that is the head of the model shop there at Legoland, and he took us through like how they make the models. I thought it was super interesting how much like unique cultural Japanese influence there is on the mini land and the models there, and so they do a lot of things that they don't do in any other park around the world because of the Japanese influence, and like Japan is really all about like cute things. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot less kind of realistic models and a lot more just kind of cute, cool like mascots and things like that that the Japanese would be more into, because obviously it's in Japan and they're trying to attract the local Japanese visitors. So there's a lot more emphasis on that sort of thing, and I thought that was super interesting. Ryan talks a lot about that in both the model shop, and then we also have a tour that he did that was really great of the mini land in Japan that is going to post at some point in the near future here. And so he was really great about it. Like started raining halfway through that mini land tour, and he like literally didn't even stop talking. He just kept going and just acted like nothing was happening. It was amazing.
So when you talk about Legoland, and there's a new Legoland out there, how many rides do you have in Legoland when it's new? Like 5 or 6 rides, or is there?
I think it's their standard.
The average, yeah. I mean, like I said,
ride.
since it's the smallest one in the world, it's not going to have a lot of like extra rides or things you wouldn't have other places. They do have like the mini factory, which is pretty cool, but I think that's at other places as well. But I always think that's a cool experience. You get a brick at the end, and it like takes you on how a Lego brick is made in like a mini factory, basically. Mm-hmm. So that's a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, we've seen the same thing in the Discovery Center in Berlin, where you just can produce a brick at some point with a special print on it. So you've been to Japan, and before that, I hope I'm right here. So Panama, Japan, and you've been to the U.S. West Coast.
Yes.
And there, and before I eat, I have to tell you this. We know each other, right?
Very, very well.
We somehow like each other. I mean, so I'm kind of part of the team. Because in New York City, we visited an exhibition from Lego with big sculptures, and I'm wearing your jacket, and we're a lot of fun. And we
that was a lot of fun. That was a fantastic. That was a fantastic video that did not get many views, and more people should watch that.
Yeah, of
on
course.
the channel.
Again, check out Beyond the Brick. This I will say was even 50 years, no problem. But a little mail, just a short message. Hey, Andres, do you have time tomorrow? We're gonna be and visit Jang. Just all
it took was just a little message to let you know what we were doing, and we didn't do it.
So, okay, you've been there, it's good for you. Bad for me because I haven't been there. As you know, I'm a big fan of Jambricks. If I should name 2 YouTube channels, 2 Lego-related YouTube channels, I would name Jambricks and my own. No, and Beyond the Brick. And so, because you're doing very different stuff, you're doing this great interviews and showing all the marks, and do some reviews as well, like Boone.
Shouts out, Boone.
Boone! He's watching. He left a comment. He's watching.
Boone!
Well, now that Boone's here, that's all we need.
He's asking where we are right now.
Boone!
Come join us!
Just a second. Boone! How are you doing, man? I miss you! This is the other Beyond the Brick guy.
Boone, I can tell you he hasn't stopped talking about you
anymore. It's Boone. Boone, we got a record, our singer. Boone is a great singer, and I sitting on the keyboard and composed a song.
He's also a great Lego reviewer.
He's great, but he's a great singer. He's doing some reviews for Beyond the Brick, but he's also a great singer. And with Boone Langston, I will record a song. And Boone, I was looking all over Germany to find somebody who's doing our music video. I found nobody.
So it's a new
so
original.
we would go with John, I think. Boone, I hope you're fine. Best wishes to your family and yours. But you visit J-Bricks.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great. Because I don't remember, there wasn't anybody in all those years, right?
No.
He was just doing his thing. He isn't, actually, he doesn't visit any exhibitions. He's just doing his Jang thing in his Jang space.
Yeah.
And you've been there. And right now, I will ask you just one question. I will finish this. And you both have just to tell me everything about Jang. Everything. Is he a kind guy?
He is. So he was nice enough to let us in. He said we were the first people outside his immediate friends and family to ever see his city in person. So it was a great experience. I think we spent several hours with him between the city tour and the interview and talking about his Lego piece collection. So it was an amazing experience. And yeah, he doesn't get out to a lot of shows. He kind of just prefers to build by himself.
He stays very busy. He does a video he records a video every single day. So if you watch his channel, obviously you see how much content he puts out. Well, he's recording every day. Yeah. So
7 days a week. So he's working very, very hard and it was interesting talking to him. And if you watch the interview, he talks about his history and everything. But he's not new to YouTube. Well, he's not. His Lego YouTube channel is not new. But even before his Lego YouTube channel, he had other YouTube channels. And then obviously the Lego one has been around for a long time.
RC cars he was doing a lot.
Yeah, RC cars. He had a channel, very popular channel about RC cars before his Lego YouTube channel. So it was interesting to hear all of that history because he never, this is the first major significant interview he has ever done with anyone. So it was really interesting to hear a lot of that background information that I think very few people probably know. So it was great for him to let us in.
You've uploaded already 3 videos. There's one interview with Joshua. He asked the right questions.
That's what I'm here for.
That's right. He don't ask what was like a Panama. No.
That's why we came here.
And it was really nice. And you learned a lot about his work and how much time he spent into this, which you can actually see. Because as I mentioned, when you upload so many videos, build so many sets, and work on your awesome city. And this is of course the next question, because I have my tiny new Tony city here, with a few tables, have fun. But he actually has a big room with a big city. It's
it's basically his entire basement.
City. Yeah, so basement, this sounds good. Tell me about New Jang City, you've been there, what was it like, and why could you play with the trains, like you did in another place?
If you're implying that we touched your city back here when you weren't around, that's definitely not true. So, New Jang City was awesome. It's incredible. He's got like tons of different themes represented in there. Minecraft, city, like power miners, Star Wars, other space themes, just tons and tons of stuff. Like different scenes and vignettes and everything. He's got funny details in there, like Yoda from the bad lip reading Yoda song video. And just like little pop culture references. A ton of trains. He's a massive train fan. So he turned all his trains on for us while we were recording the video. It was like 5 or 6, and he got super loud in there because of how many trains were running at once. I did not personally play with them. We let him handle that because I didn't want to break anything. I have a tendency to break things. So I didn't want to do that.
And also, you did a video with this brick collection.
Yes.
And I've still so many bricks I have to collect and have my boxes here.
You have an impressive collection, I must say.
Thank you so much. Very expensive. But when you see his collection, I mean, it's awesome. And he's telling in the video all the time that he's running out of bricks. So when you stand in front, all the bricks, why? I mean, it's awesome. So when you stand there, do you think it's a great collection? Would you change something the way he's sorting his bricks? Was it the way it should be?
I'm a firm believer in sorting in whatever works best for you. I don't think there's no one size fits all with sorting. If you have a way that lets you easily identify where a piece is, then that's how you should sort. A lot of people, I think, have different things like sort by piece type, sort by color, sort by whatever. I think you should do whatever makes it easier for you. So try it out, and figure out what system your brain works with, and that's the best way to do it. So I would go with that, and I thought James was fine. He seemed to have a great system. He builds a lot of massive stuff. So I think it works well for him.
Have you spot? I can tell you the buildings I'm most impressed of Jang. I think his Enterprise Hospital is awesome, which is in the edge where the train runs from. And maybe
I don't know. I mean, we filmed the whole thing, but he might not have stopped and talked about that because I don't remember him.
I think the story of the mall is
the awesome. Mall is really cool. Yeah, we talked about that.
Was the
how popular.
First, actually, Mark he did the first big one, and when you watch this video, millions and millions of clicks. It's so great that he puts so many thoughts into and stories that the people what their experience inside the mall. And this is something funny because when I studied town planning, I'm a town planner. There was a guy very famous in Germany, antique town planner, told us malls are boring. Malls are boring because you're not allowed to do many things. You cannot play guitar or something. It's boring. And I think malls are exciting when towns as well in the cities, but when you go there. And when you watch this video, you know why. Because he's telling so many great stories. Do you have feeling when you talk about a city that there are more stories that you're really thinking of? This is a world with minifigures and it's alive.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a story for a lot of the things he was doing. He thinks a lot about them, and I think he also looks at YouTube comments and comments he receives on social media, and he works a lot of that into his buildings, which is great because then people feel like they're interacting and giving him feedback, and he's taking that feedback and actually building based upon what people have said in response to his videos. So he definitely thinks a lot about the different buildings. Another one that stood out to me was his hospital. I think
it's mentioned.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. So
you don't have to.
I was just watching myself.
What's going here is where
I was just watching myself.
When I ask the serious questions, I will handle it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know if anything I said you already said.
By the way, what do you think of this?
This is very good. So what?
Yeah.
It's fine.
The sauce is spicy. It's good.
I told you
it's right.
It's spicy sauce. No,
right. No, I'm not complaining.
You don't like it. You don't like it. Right?
No, it's great.
It's a doner.
It's good.
Yeah.
And you have to eat a doner.
Right.
Right.
I love it. I just gotta say, it's great to be here with you, a local hamburger.
Yeah, and we have eaten hamburger today.
That is actually what you call yourselves, right?
Yeah.
Hamburger.
Would you also term yourself a Bob the Baumeister enthusiast? We saw a really great sculpture of Bob the Baumeister at Brick Fair.
Boone is gone, right?
Boone left.
Boone, oh.
Well, at least he's not commenting. Leave a comment, Boone.
Because you know about the Baumeister. Oh, sure.
Right. Anyone who's cool knows who Bob the Baumeister is.
If you go watch the vlog video from a couple weeks ago on our channel, that will explain.
There you see Boone, and we talk about Bob the Baumeister.
You and him talked about that in Billing.
So I have to be fair here. We can talk about Jang later on 2 hours. But right now, you visited other places on the really spicy.
We're gonna need some more water.
Other places on the West Coast. You've been to the San Francisco YouTube main headquarters.
Yes.
And you've been to the other guys.
Brickvault.
Brickvault. I know, of course, the name of Brickvault. Brickvault. They have a new space too. So if you know Brickvault, this is an interesting YouTube channel as well. They're doing many reviews and they like to sort the bricks and have a space where everything is in place. No, they just moved to a new place and I think you just step in. It was like new rooms. Great guys too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They have an awesome new studio that's massive. So multiple different rooms. And they've got several people working there, and they do Lego set reviews. And I think most people know who they are, but if you don't, then you can go check out their tour that's right now on the channel. And
I will put it in the description.
Yeah. So it's on Beyond the Brick now. We actually have an interview with them that is not published yet, but it's publishing over the next few days. With Jack about the history of the channel and their different space. But yeah, they have an amazing studio. In fact, probably the best Lego build space.
Best, biggest build space of Lego YouTuber or any Lego fan in general.
Yeah. So massive office where they just filled with Lego, and they're still working on it. A lot of things they're still putting together because it's a new space. I think they moved in there like just a few months ago.
How many people are there? So on a regular basis? I mean, Jack, I know him from the videos, and there's his buddy.
Three total. So three
okay.
full-time employees there at Brickville right now, as far as based on when we chatted with them a month ago or whenever that was. 3 people there, so that's great. They've got three full-time people working on putting out YouTube videos, and they do a great job.
I think so. It's again Brickfall. You just type it and then you will find it. And you've been to San Francisco headquarters. And what was funny, I think it was an image on Facebook. There is you have to help me with the words here, but you can grab
claw machine.
Claw machine.
Claw machine. So I don't even know the German word for it. but you put a coin inside and then you touch crane thing and you can grab something like a bear or something. But right now you can grab a pixel. Mobile phone, smartphone, and I thought, okay, that's how Google get all this money. But you told me that you get coins.
Right. So there's this special claw machine that when we visited the YouTube headquarters in San Francisco, and they give you these coins. You don't use like normal quarters or anything, and that you can win like YouTube merch basically in this claw machine. But it's very difficult, and it's harder than an average claw machine, which is already difficult, and I'm not any good at. John and I both tried it. The lady who was giving us a tour said she'd never seen anyone that she'd ever given a tour win it. So I don't think a lot of people win this claw machine, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, the YouTube headquarters is super cool. I'll get a water fill up while John's over here.
And I will wash my hands for a second, and you can continue to tell me what is it like to be at the headquarters. And I don't know, it's a secret, but
thank you.
Is it possible for me to get a personal assistant on YouTube? This is a nice story. I'll be back in a second. Can you tell me about it?
After the commercial break, we'll just walk away.
We are back!
But yeah, the YouTube headquarters is really cool. They do this awesome thing that I was super surprised by, where you walk in and they schedule these tours. So we have like a YouTube representative that is like a liaison between us and YouTube. We ask questions and things, and she helps us out. And so we walked in to do our tour, and in every building they have big TVs, like 4 or 5 TVs around, and they play your videos as you walk around. So we were walking around the whole time, and in every building we went in, there were these big TVs playing Beyond the Brick videos. And we have photos, I don't know, is there like old photos on Facebook or Instagram?
If you go on our Facebook page or Instagram, we have photos of that. So it's really cool to see, just crazy to be walking around because they have multiple buildings, so I guess there's some kind of system that connects all of these monitors in each of the buildings. And so as we walked from place to place, even throughout multiple buildings, as we walked into the room, there were our videos playing. So I guess they do that when YouTube creators stop by, and it's just a really cool experience because it really makes you feel like they care about you and
which isn't always a feeling you have as a YouTuber, to be honest. So
that was a great message. It was great we have a representative we've worked with at YouTube just kind of answers our questions and helps us out with the channel, so we were able to meet up with her and just kind of talk about improving the channel and exactly what we do, and so it was just a fun experience. So yeah, you can see, actually there's a video up on Facebook and all kinds of stuff, so on our page. So
I'm back. What I would like to know, do you have a personal assistant on YouTube?
You just missed the comment. Yeah. We laid out all the secrets.
No problem. So it's great that you've been to San Francisco as well. You visited YouTube stars. You also met a few months ago, but we can continue this whole YouTube thing. You met Justin, alias Just Good.
Yep.
Another Just a Good YouTube channel. You can check out this channel too. I put it in the description. A great guy, another young guy like you're 17 and 18, very young.
Actually 13 and 14.
Very young. And you visited his space as well. So tell me about Just a Good, because he's out there, you know, made his top 10 listings and many reviews of older sets. And what I like...
Quality dude.
He is. What I like, you know, I'm getting fancy all the time when I build a new set, like a roller coaster. Yeah, roller coaster, look at this. And he got really into it when he showed any SpongeBob set of the past or any McDonald's set. It's great to look at. So tell me about Justin, Just a Good. What is it? Does he have a face?
If you pay us enough, we'll show you a picture of his face.
I'm interested.
He does have a face. You can see it in our video. It's very green.
Yes. Okay. And we don't want you to be making fun of insects. Okay.
No,
that doesn't stand around here.
No, but it was great to meet up with him. We went there in December, so
That's a large
several.
It is.
Tall people.
Several months ago now, but you can of course find it on our channel. We did a studio tour and an interview with him talking about the history of his channel. But yeah, he's a really young guy, but he's got. I think his channel is very, very similar in size to ours, which is really impressive, and it's always a difficult thing to do to grow to that level. So we were talked to him about how he got into that and where he wants to go in the future and all of that stuff.
I just want to mention a few new guys have arrived that we're gonna be. They're gonna be. It's very late, and I talked to this guy. It's like 40 hours now. You can actually win something in this live stream. I just had a look around, and I will something of this office.
Is it some of these great desserts we have here? 'Cause we also need to talk about those.
Something will leave this room for you guys.
Wow,
something.
that's awesome.
Later on.
Unexpected giveaway. It's like Oprah.
It's just an awesome live stream, and it was very spicy. And
He's struggling.
I'm back. So I'm gonna talk to the guys. You used to do a 24 hours live stream every year.
We still do.
You still, it was past. So you still do. You will do again this year.
Fun fact: it's the 10th anniversary of Creations for Charity, and it'll be the 5th live stream we've done this year.
10 years.
10 years of Creations for Charity, which is the charity we support. It'll be
I
our.
thought you're doing this.
It'll be our 5th live stream.
Okay, you're doing this 5 years ago. So just because again, something in this office will leave this place later on at the end of this live stream, but you don't have a miss because when you go away, it will only possible in the chat, which is John managing here. So there will be one point where say boom, and then there's relax, it's time.
Still lots to talk about.
Do you need this anymore? Okay. Anyway, you've been on many places, and now you told me there's gonna be a very crazy thing going on next year. You're gonna be in Australia.
That's right. We're going crazy and we're going down under.
So you've been everywhere, am I right? Is there any place you would like to see, like the moon or something? I mean,
we're waiting for Elon Musk to take us there.
Yeah. Set up a Lego. Somebody set up a Lego show on the moon, and
reach
we'll be
out
there.
to him. Maybe there's something which will get him back on track. You know?
Right.
Yes. No, we need me. No, best wishes to Elon Musk.
We have not. To answer your question, we have not been to show in South America, and that we would like to go down there. So like Brazil or Peru or some show, Chile, something like that. Go down to a show in South America would be cool. We're hoping to do that towards the end of next year.
Oh, you haven't been there?
No.
Okay, but there are some shows as well.
Yeah. There's a increasing fan base down there in a lot of those countries. So we're hoping to make it down there. But yeah, Australia will be the first time for us in January for Brickvention. Anyone out there should check it out. I've heard it's a great show. We're gonna be there. So if you want to meet us in person in Australia, do it.
Before we talk about all the other topics, and we're gonna build.
And there is a lot to discuss.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're still eating. So yeah.
So you're just gonna sit here and eat this whole box?
I will wait till you're finished. So okay, I will just let you eat for a second. There's some other topic I wrote in the article I published. And again, this live stream is in English. This live stream is in English. Oh my goodness! I talked for hours. I explain the whole city of Hamburg and eat a basic dinner. Dieses Video ist auf Englisch, denn ich muss den Kollegen natürlich hier alles erläutern, sonst verstehen sie mich nicht. Just to let you know. So
quit trash talking.
Yes, to tell them if I speak German, you would freak out, you know. We're gonna show you the new Coney city, and which is very surprising to me. And this is awesome. I just gave you 100 euro, and you're gonna show my city on your channel.
That's right. You weren't supposed to mention the money you gave us.
Our thought it's and I didn't give any money.
Right.
So we're
just doing this out of the kindness of our hearts.
So I would say we teaser today. So we grab it and we show later on a few parts, but then I will tell you, and then we're gonna upload the video, and then I will ask. There's one thing, and I think it's complicated because I'm doing so many videos. The people would like to know when is my video up. So you get some guys, and is there any rule? So when you, for example, you visit Japan? I'm fine. You visit Japan? Is there a reason in 4 weeks everything online? Or when you would you do this interview tomorrow? And this is the past, and I would, hey John, when will you upload my video? What would you answer me and all the other guys? What is your answer?
Yeah, people ask that all the time, and I always feel bad because we are usually working really far out. So we usually tell people about 2 months, and it a lot of times ends up, sometimes it's shorter than that, but it frequently ends up longer than that. Just because we have so many videos and we put out either 1 or 2 a day, just depending on how quickly we can get them out and how many are stacking up. So we were doing 2 a day for a long time. Now we're back to 1 a day as we're traveling. So basically, I have to schedule out like 40 videos for the entire time that we're traveling. So, and we'll go to an event and we'll shoot 50 or 60 different interviews at an event.
60.
At the larger events, like Brick World or Brick Fair, we'll do that. At smaller ones, it'll be more like 20, 30. But we'll shoot a ton of different interviews, and then those videos, we'll put them up either 1 or 2 a day. But because of that, just because we go to so many events, some people, when we record their video, it's not until 3 or usually, hopefully not any longer than 3 months later. But some of the people, like we're still putting up Brick World Chicago videos, which happened in June.
Yeah.
So, and then those videos will continue to go up for a couple weeks longer. So. We put them up as quickly as possible, but I understand that everybody wants their video up as quickly as we can so they can see it. But unfortunately, it is 2 or 3 months. But of course, when we talk to you, we'll have it up immediately.
Because there are certain people that move to the front of the line.
Yeah.
Based on the amount of money.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So for 1 you get your
slip us some cash or very large Lego sets, and we'll put you on the front of the line.
That's business.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's just how it works.
It's all about business.
So you can finish your meal now. You're done.
Finished.
So John,
I've got a couple.
You talked so much, I was able to finish.
Yeah.
Just a couple bites left.
We've visited a supermarket, Edeka in Hamburg, and I told John, pick something up. So anything, and I choose something. So I choose Hobbits. It's no.
Wait, are you eating
advertisement.
Hobbits?
I'm eating Hobbits here. The small ones.
That's just how they roll it here in Germany, apparently.
Yeah, we eat Hobbits.
That's great.
And you choose. We call it, I think, ears. I thought it's.
They come with like ears, don't they?
Yeah, I think
it's a Prussian classic. It says on the box.
I mean, you can look at it. So I think it's fine for you when
I
we
think
eat.
Frederick the Great ate these.
I think they look good. So, but again, when you think what is going on here for the next hours, we're gonna talk. We're gonna eat. We're gonna build Lego, and there's gonna be something which will leave my room today, which is for you. But we go crazy right now.
And we've got a lot of snacks, so we're ready to go all night. You've got multiple levels of carbonated water.
Before we build a larger set, and my good friend has washed his hands because then he's allowed to touch my magazines here. And I think there was, I think you wrote about it on brickset.com, that there are gonna be contribution in the US as well.
I think these are just coming to the US, but for a long time these magazines were only like Europe and other countries. So it was like whenever we would go to Europe, we would see these around in like gas stations and stuff.
So this was sent to me, Ocean Entertainment Verlag.
I don't understand anything you just said.
So, and we're gonna build both. So, John and Joshua, one of you built the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I can do that.
That's pretty advanced, so John will take that one.
I'll take that one. So it's a minifig. So I'll tackle this.
Are you fine with your hands? It's fine.
I'll wash them. I know you're sensitive.
Should I wait until he comes back?
This wasn't a joke. I mean, it's a bricks, you know.
I need something to open this.
Why is he gone? He really washed his hands. What a freak. So.
Oh, there's a thing at the bottom. Okay.
Yeah. So there's 3 extras inside, and this is from actually from August, and this is I think September. This is the new one, and this is the September.
I'm not gonna walk in here and get your bricks all dirty, so you know.
So really wash your hands.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not soap all over the place.
Wow, your soap is really strong.
You've mentioned this one right before. This is of a reader and a YouTube fan of yours, who built the.
It's Marcus.
Marcus.
He wrote this nice note. Can I just like tear this off? Or are you trying to save the magazine?
What do you think?
Quick question. So when you open a gift, this is like there's two types of people in the world. There's like the ones who just like completely rip it off like that, and then there's the ones who like carefully take the wrapping off and so that they can save it and rewrap other things.
I mean, it's the Stormtrooper is fine, but it's really hard to have.
So which type are you then? You just rip it off?
Yes.
Who wants to use it for something else?
I mean, if I buy a magazine from Lego Friends or something, I wouldn't destroy the magazine. But when you have a look at the site, actually, it is the price of a polybag in Germany. So you can get a polybag somehow, and also this magazine.
Are we gonna race?
Wait, is there instructions in here, or you
Yes.
just put it together? I guess you
Yeah,
just put it
but
together based
there's
on
going
the
to be. You
picture.
can open the
Race?
instruction.
Yeah, I already have the
And
instructions.
then
on
there's a race
Okay,
between
well,
Joshua.
Has it started
and
yet?
John.
Oh, the instructions are in here, I bet
no,
you.
I will show you.
Okay.
I will just. have a
I've
look
never actually
now.
really looked through one of these
It's
before.
nice. There's also Lego City magazine up there.
Has the race started?
No.
Okay. So this is what I'm building, but I'm going to wait until the
Here's
race.
what I'm building, and I think I'll win.
I'm going to wait until the race officially
It's gonna
starts.
be really tricky. Oh, this is. I like those games. Do you have a pen?
Is it a maze? What is
that?
A maze. Where you
Maze,
go through here.
A Lichwort?
You start here, then find a way. You have to get out. Wrong way.
Question in the chat: What do we think of the Cloud City?
Don't get him started. Wrong question. No. You should...
Okay, are we starting yet? Oh, you.
The short answer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's answer the question first before we start this big.
It
race.
is a very expensive play set. When you look at it, when you look at this set, there are some rooms I really like, but in total there's so much open space. It's very open at all. I like the small version of the Slave One, which is cool. I'm not so familiar with the other ship, the red one. But I think, again, some rooms are fine, in my opinion. But all in all, for $400, as you say in the US, it's...
That's right, as we say in the US.
It's for Star Trek lovers who would... I mean, it's not a display piece, in my opinion. But
Wait, what is that about Star Trek lovers?
Star Wars. And for Star Trek lovers, maybe. Yeah, so... I still think the Y-Wing is a very, very cool model. I've seen it in the Lego store today again. It's a very cool model.
It does look neat. I think Boone's built that.
Boone?
Yeah, Boone, you're familiar. So here's another question for you. This is very important. And this is
You
getting to
make
the...
revenue. How's it called?
Let me finish the question. This gets to the real rock
My
bottom.
YouTube channel! It's my live stream!
Not anymore. When you pour out a set, when you pour out a set, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna build this set. Do you sit here and like knoll out the pieces like this, or do you just launch in and build?
This whole knolling thing makes me crazy.
It's completely insane. It's so ridiculous.
But I'm a big fan of Adam Savage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he started it. That's who you have to blame. Like they did that build with
Why?
Carl pairing up, and
Adam,
they sat there and built Minecraft sets, and it was just ridiculous.
You will never watch this. No. But if you have time to this is a personal message.
Please don't hate us, Adam.
Adam, you do such an amazing job and all the building stuff. But why do you know the bricks? It doesn't make you say. When I built a set, when I opened the, of course I saw the bags, and then. For example, I look for, as I call it, glass pieces. So
like trans clear?
Yeah, trans clear pieces. I just put them away. I put larger parts away, and sometimes when there is 10 2x10 plates, I put them away. So when you build a Technic set, I put the pins and maybe a small box something. Otherwise.
That's the fun of the build, is you pour out the pieces and you're getting messy with the bricks. That's what it's all about.
So
like picking through bricks and everything. I just don't get it. I just had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry.
Live show here.
It's your live stream.
No. It's our live.
I have knolled this entire set, so we're about to race, and we'll see. This will determine whether it's.
So since we don't know here, I'm gonna mix these pieces back up like I just poured it out.
So they're gonna be. A race between John and Joshua.
How many pieces are these things? We need
Should I?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The time you are building, I can play some race music.
Yes, you should play music the whole time.
Wait, have you already started?
No.
Wait, that came built?
It just popped out of the bag like that.
Okay, I was gonna say you're gonna over there cheating.
I felt like I needed to play dirty because you were gonna beat me.
I have 6 pieces here.
So,
we got a concert?
Whoa! Just took this to the next level.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
What's the equivalent of 911 here in Germany?
112.
112. Okay. Somebody.
Dial 112.
I'm fine. So, as long as the music plays,
Okay.
you have to build. And when I say go, you're gonna start. Okay.
Okay.
Go.
All right. Done.
Don't stop. I'm still going. I'm going as fast as I can.
It's slowing down.
The music got all sad all of a sudden. Is it because I lost? Right, play it. Boom!
Yeah, awesome.
That was wonderful. Wonderful
Yeah,
stuff.
good for you.
He finished. Perfect
Good job,
timing.
good job.
Thank you so much.
Perfect timing. It was
Right
exactly
here.
when he finished the
So it's a
song.
little ice glacier and it's a little floating droid. What do you call this thing?
This is a probe droid.
Probe.
Probe.
That's right.
This, of course, is German. It means probe droid. So it's not English. It means you just
No,
test.
that is the word in English.
Probe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it means like you try. You know? No, probe. What?
Yeah, that's
what,
the English word.
what does it mean?
Yeah,
It's
What
like.
is it?
it's like probing something.
Yeah, like discovering.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh,
scouting.
so it's English. It's
Right.
probe.
Like
So
scouting,
it's probe. I don't have hit me, but it's a probe droid. So again, the probe droid is inside the Lego Star Wars magazine August, and this is gonna be for the first time. Yeah, well, something about YouTube channel. A live review of my good friend Joshua Hanlon. Right now, please tell the viewers what it's all about.
Well, I need to know the price first. That's important. What's the
price?
€3.99.
What is that in freedom dollars?
I would say $4.
$4.
$4.
We'll round up.
So for $4, you're not getting a lot of pieces here. There's no official piece count, I don't think. I mean, this glacier I've seen better. You get a trans clear light pole or like a light pole piece here, which I think is kind of cool. But this droid is nothing too incredible. It's got some of these little gun pieces as its feet. It's got a little red light here and a domed head. Yeah, you can show it better. I'm not good. I don't do reviews. This is what Boone does reviews. So for $4, but here's another important point that bears mentioning. You get the magazine with it, and the magazine has comics, and it's got the instructions, and it's got all sorts of fun stuff in here. So for $4 with the magazine and the set, I'd say that's a win, and I'd go for it. So it's a 2 thumbs up.
We should add that mine comes with a bonus. Did that come with anything else?
Bonus?
Bonus.
Bonus. I know what a bonus is, but
So
sorry. Just again, John. I'm so much looking forward to your review because it's going to be professional.
We're all professionals here.
Okay, one at a time. Sorry. I'll step
There
away.
is no bonus inside here. The only thing I think there's a poster. We're going to show the poster.
Oh yeah, look at that.
This is what's the name of our good friend we met in the Lego store and the last guy we met. You ran into. He's a big fan of this movie.
Yes, yeah, as every Star Wars fan is.
last one.
And I think this scene in particular is everyone's favorite, where is it Finn is running his speeder thing towards the battering ram thing.
So I was just kidding a little bit with a lot of very good discussion about Star Wars, and he explained to me why I didn't like the movie that much. And actually, I think this is the scene on the planet, for example, where
Crate, the salt.
Where Luke.
Shout out to Rich Boy Jay and Garrett's crate build.
Of course, and great guys we met in the Lego store. So, and there's also Darth Vader. So you can see the.
Can I just say how entertaining it is when the way Germans pronounce the W in things?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
By the way, would you like to have the poster?
I'm good.
Yeah, that's for you.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
We're done here. This is a present because you're here a long way. It's
Right.
good to have you here. So this was the August one, and now
Okay. Now.
our good friend John Hanna will show you.
All right. So we've got the minifig, and this has two faces. This is Obi-Wan.
You're gonna need to hold it closer to the
Yeah,
camera.
I know. I'm trying to flip his face around though. So we have two faces on Obi-Wan. There's face one. Longer arms. Okay. There we go. Get an up close look at that. There might be some photos somewhere. Here's the package. So Obi-Wan. Yeah. Yep. Then we'll switch the face around to give it a exhaustive, complete review. Yep. This is your job.
Nothing against you.
Yeah, no.
Maybe no. It's all professional.
Yeah. No, this is just how it's done. So we have two faces on Obi-Wan, and he comes with a lightsaber. It's blue, and there's also a torso.
That's very descriptive.
Yeah, included as well with some robe printing on the torso.
Prints on the legs.
Yes. So it kind of continues with just some black lines.
What do you think of this Obi-Wan Kenobi figure?
I would give this, I think, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
All I've got to say is look out Jang bricks because we're coming for you.
Yeah.
I mean these reviews they're on point. Let me see the hairpiece.
Hairpiece.
I mean I guess it matches his hair.
I forgot to
but,
mention the hairpiece.
I'm just not a fan of that hairpiece.
Okay, 8 out of 10.
This is my hair.
I don't know.
This means you.
In Lego form, I just don't like that. It just doesn't. I feel like it doesn't fit well with a minifig.
Why?
I don't know.
9 out of 10.
I'm totally with you. What's wrong with his hair?
It just doesn't fit well on a minifig. Like it either
what?
needs to be real
A
long
man
or real
can have
short.
long hair.
What's
wrong with the hair? You just told me you don't like the hair. Why do you like the hair?
You have beautiful, luscious hair.
Thank you so much.
No, I'm on a
minifig.
minifig.
My goodness.
On a minifig, it just doesn't look good. But that's just my opinion, you know?
Okay,
It's your opinion. Totally fine. It's your
Yeah.
his opinion. That's right. Big Joshua, the minifigure guy, don't like the hair because a man should have another hair.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
Don't tweet that. Folks.
Now is the time. The new part of our show. We're gonna show Obi-Wan Kenobi with different hairstyle right now.
It's like a modeling.
Grab something.
We're gonna find something.
Because you don't like his hair, which I can give you.
What are we gonna
By the
pull
way,
out?
do you have a signed box?
Here we go. Okay, this is what he came back with.
I don't think there are a whole lot of hair pieces in that set.
So
No, we do. That's a great set.
So.
Oh, don't fall down.
Whoa.
Fine. So I've more sorting here, but this is maybe. This is when I go to kind of exhibition where I have a layout. I have those with me to build some minifigures if I need a few. So, because Joshua Hanlon don't like men with long hair, we're gonna pick. It's fine. We live in a free world. You don't like it. Where's Obi-Wan Kenobi all the way?
Here he
in
is.
your
Right
hands.
here. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
good thing.
Wait, we dropped halfway through. We never got to the bonus content of his review.
We're still in the middle.
I'm sorry. This is very important. So, okay, I will figure out which hair, and you will continue.
Okay, so one thing that was not included with Josh's magazine are these trading cards. Trading Card Collection Series 1. And it is multiple cards. I have not opened them yet except for the corner. That gives you a look at them. And we will open them up and see what they are. Actually, it comes with, so there's one on the front, in the bottom right. I will take that one off. Oh. Okay, it's not coming off very easily. If you're a serious collector, you might have some damage on it, but that looks very cool. And then there are several more. Oh, they're nice.
Whoa!
Very nice, very fancy printing.
There's some Gucci cards here.
Hold that up and
John is a big fan of the Star Wars trading cards.
Yes, very nice Star Wars trading. I don't know. Are these? I don't know anything about these. Did they distributed them?
Yeah, I think I haven't published no article yet because I think this is, you know, you always have to look for things people are really interested in. I don't know. If there's something you would like to know more about, just let me know. I will publish an article. But I think they are out there since a few weeks now.
They look cool. These, and then there are several that do not have the metallic special printing on them. They're just normal printing. So you get a total of 6. The Obi-Wan is goes with the minifig, and that is the automatic that comes with all of them. And then there's a mystery pack of 5, including this one that has a really cool printing on it. I don't know if that's coming across in the camera, but it looks cool. And
you know, because I think you're both great guys.
Post
that for you,
mutual.
and the trading cards are for you.
Wow.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take it. The minifigure stays here. So this, by the way, is the first thing Joshua was trying.
Update.
So yeah, we have this wild style look here. It's possible, I think.
That's Obi-Wan in his rebellious years.
I think maybe you like you. It's wrong when I tell you you don't like long hair in general. So we're gonna try another one. Maybe it's better this way.
Yeah. See, I think that hairpiece fits a minifig look better. This one, I think it's something about like
what is the difference between this hairprint?
There's certain ones that look better on minifigs. Problem. So like this one, the one that came with, I think it's the way it I don't like how like phrased out at the bottom.
My whole life, I can never look again at a minifigure, this hairpiece, and think, oh, George would like it.
It's just something, and like the way this part hangs down here.
What's wrong with the separate? Why?
It doesn't fit the like minifig shoulders and head well. It doesn't. But you know, I think it's accurate to him from the movie, possibly. Yeah. I don't watch a lot of Star Wars.
So we try some more.
That fireman's helmet.
Yeah.
It's on backwards.
Thank you for the tip. Gosh, right. So.
Yes, there we go. That's a vast improvement.
I think it's fine. So fire helmet and a cake. So one more, I think, then it's maybe...
A quick note, we have a poster in this one as well.
Oh.
Very, very, very nice.
Oh,
he's the man.
So very, very nice.
So maybe, again, I'll try longer hair. This is the way Obi-Wan Kenobi could...
I love it. So is the company that makes this Blue Ocean Entertainment is based in Germany?
Yeah.
So they make these here in Germany?
Yeah, I think they're the contributor.
Like the local...
Yeah.
Distributor?
Yeah, we call it this way. So they're going to be giveaway later on. Giveaway. Just stay tuned because you have to be in the chat. It's only possible if you're in the chat. That's
right.
It is.
So stick around after the commercial break.
We have a request that we put the Obi-Wan when it's finished into the city. He be placed in the city.
So may I ask, with the original, very nice hairpiece, or another one?
I mean, everyone knows the answer to that.
Everyone vote in the in the live stream in the chat. Let us know which one you want. Oh, that's good.
That's good.
What do you think of this?
I love that classic like Queen Knights.
Yeah. I mean, Darth Vader would laugh for a second and then.
Brett, shout out to Brett in the live stream who third option just bald, nothing.
Bald, no hair, no No
hair?
headpiece.
Really? Brilliant one. Maybe I think I have something else here. I mean,
We have one vote for the queen.
The queen. What's the queen? What was
This one.
This is the queen?
That's the queen from like the old knights theme, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I didn't. You know,
Memory issues, yeah.
maybe. Or what? Where's the helmet gone? Another option, or this one? Okay, I have two more options.
Two more options, folks.
This is a cycle
It's
helmet,
getting better, folks.
a bicycle helmet, because it's dangerous.
Safety first, children.
When you enter the Death Star, always wear a helmet. Because if the black guy is coming, you have to wear a helmet.
Whoa! What was that? You just make comments like that.
Yeah, Darth Vader. That was a reference to Darth Vader?
It was! The dream of a black guy! Where's Darth Vader? Show him! This is the black guy! This, I meant with...
You need to open more windows in here.
Oh my goodness, that's the end I'm talking about. What did you just say? Just the second will be... Okay,
Report.
We have to get a bit serious here.
Serious. Back to serious.
Oh, this one.
Back to serious, okay.
Or if you need... Okay, one more option. If you're...
See that Jedi Knight, so that's a good helmet.
Oh, yeah, that works really
So
well.
what do the people think? Is there any more comment?
We need your feedback, everyone watching.
Yeah.
Which one do we go with to put in the very important...
This is Anton's fish shop.
Okay, there we go. It's Obi-Wan fishing. With a wizard hat.
Just a casual fishing hat.
Yeah, I think that matches really, really well. You can put in... do you have a water area? Or is that in...
Yeah, that's the thing I was thinking of. I think we leave it this way, because
Yeah.
there's so much more to talk about.
You aren't going to reach Jang levels until you build the port of Hamburg.
Yeah, that's true.
That's an awesome part of this new city. The port thing and YouTube things is...
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm fine. I'm old, but...
So he's adding him to the city.
That's right. There is actually a little water thing going on here, because... Well, here.
Okay, he's at the fountain.
While he's doing that, we're going to transition into the second snack that we picked up. So this is Andreas' favorite that he mentioned earlier, the hobbits that they eat here in Germany. What exactly is this made of?
Hobbits.
Just pure hobbit?
We just talk about black guys, about hobbits.
Okay, just that. So let's try these out here. First I got to figure out how to open it up. So this is like food reviews / as you know, with like any live stream with Beyond the Brick, food is a very important part of it. So 24-hour live stream, we have hashtag Cooking with Caden. He'll be returning this year again. If you watch our 24-hour live stream, which if you don't, what are you doing with your life?
We've already booked him.
Yeah. So, you know, food is vital for any live stream.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm trying. I would just close the box here. What time is it, by the way? How long are we streaming? 1 hour!
1 hour. 1 hour. It's blown by.
Yeah.
So, now it's the time.
Very good, by the way, yeah.
Now it's the time that you can ask questions. And those guys will answer to them. Because Beyond the Brick are here. If you have any questions, please, I mean, they have been everywhere. So if you would like to know anything, just leave a comment right now.
That's the sound of comments.
Until then, I will eat a cookie. What? Oh, there's chocolate. Ah, those are the, yeah, with chocolate ones.
Brett would like to know, what is the favorite part of your city?
Now, before you answer this, I want to add a caveat. I want to know both, as a local hamburger, the favorite part of your city you live in, as well as the favorite part of your Lego city.
Oh yeah. He did not say Lego, so we'll go with both.
I'm out there now. What
Did
that make sense? Lost in translation? So he would
What is the favorite part as a local hamburger? What is your favorite part of Hamburg, the city, as well as what is your favorite part of your Lego city?
Oh, you're like no.
Yes.
Yes, the Brett left to comment.
Yes.
The Lego store. And someone.
There's more than one comment, but we're talking about Brett.
This one. Well, this is going really well. The Q&A is going very well.
Yeah. What?
What was unclear though?
But if asked this question from me?
Yes.
You live here.
In Hamburg, I would go with the whole harbor city, which I do like, where we run around.
It was wonderful.
Because there's so much going on, and I like to see all the new architecture stuff. And to Human City, I would go with New York City in the back. So the skyline. Can you see it when I go this down?
wait. You gotta be more specific. You mean the mod? The mod? The big ones back there in the way back.
It's very.
Yeah.
Can you
in the
see
way
it?
back.
This is the.
Yes, we can see it.
Delay of oh.
Yeah, no, they saw it.
Okay, they saw it.
No, I'm pointing at it. We're on a delay here.
It's for something inappropriate.
Yeah. And again, and somebody was writing. We met him in the Lego store. Yeah, it was great meeting you as well. I think for you.
Oh right, no, we love meeting fans in person, as does Andreas. Like if you see us, come up and say hi. If we're at shows, the Lego store, meetups, whatever. It's awesome because obviously, we create content, all of us here, online a lot. Thank you. We create a lot of content online, and so it's easy to lose touch with the fact that like everyone watching and all those Google Analytics you get and everything are actual like real human beings. And so meeting people in person is a vital part for me of what we do because it really puts a face to all of the comments and everything. So I don't know if you feel the same way, but I know you're German. Things can be different culturally.
No, so as we're traveling around, and some people know this because they've been to these events, but we'll usually in the large cities we go to meet up with people. In fact, we have several upcoming in Paris and Athens and other places in the next few weeks here. But so tonight we met two great builders who came out, took time to come out to the Lego store. So thank you guys for coming out. And it was great to meet you and the others who we meet as well. So let's see. What else do we have? Somebody asked, do you like the new Cloud City? I think we already had that conversation. So rewind the live stream for our thoughts on the new Cloud City.
I like the comment here. You get somebody's throwing some shade at your city here, man. You gotta defend Hamburg. They're saying what is that? Bremen? Bremen is more beautiful.
Bremen.
I like this. I just want some inner city rivalry here.
For sure. Bremen is nice. Inner cities, the marketplace is very.
Somebody said it smells like fish.
We won't go there.
Here we go. No, it's a nice city. When you go there, when you have a lot of time, when you come to Germany and you have to visit 200 cities, you go to Bremen.
After 200 cities, you finally hit Bremen.
In this volume,
my 201st city is going to be Bremen.
No, it's there. No, Bremen is fine.
How do you pronounce it?
Bremen.
Okay, so it's just like
I've
Bremen
been
with an
there
accent.
a few weeks ago, just on the train station, but I've been there.
Funny thing is, there's a Bremen, Indiana, not far from where we live. It's pronounced Bremen, so I'm sure it's named after.
And it's such an awesome city too.
It's a smaller city.
Yeah.
Smaller.
So it's pretty similar to the
All
one here.
Bremen is small. No, Bremen is not too small.
So is it considered a suburb of Hamburg or no? Is it big enough?
Yes, somewhat. It's an own city. It's but it's This Bremen, Bremerhaven, and this is one city. So it's separate. But
this is such an educational stream. You learn so much. I love it.
yeah. So Bremen, if you go there, also north, we talk about Kiel, Lübeck, the town where I was born. There are many interesting cities, and Bremen is, of course. Readers, when I say Bremen,
Okay, next question.
Just give a second. Bremen, I love you. So it was very important for me.
Yes, obviously you want to bridge those gaps.
Too much things are going wrong here
Right.
with the black thing, black again. Darth Vader. So,
all right, next question.
No.
Okay, are we going to scare?
But there are also
All right.
Right.
We'll keep talking about that.
Just, you have to tell it again.
It's a high energy stream.
Yes. More questions for Beyond the Break.
Are we going to Scareback?
Question for you.
Yeah, for everyone.
Just go ahead. Are you going to be there?
Yeah, sure.
Of course. We're going to be there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everyone cool is going to be there. So, why would you not be there?
You know what? We should do a live stream in Scareback.
Yeah.
I agree. What's the internet like out in the middle of nowhere in Denmark?
I have no clue.
I remember the Wi-Fi was awful. We had to sit on the porch of our cabin to barely get any Wi-Fi there. I remember it was really bad.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Ridiculous. But
Scareback takes place like way out in the woods of nowhere in Denmark. So
an actual live stream when you just sit there and get some people on the table like Hugh from Brickset or something.
Right.
With you, we're doing with you every year. You joined in last year. I think you were filming, right? My chat was you.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna be in Scareback. It's a great event. Please don't come because it's
There are a lot of people.
so
right.
I guess-
Honestly, we like it to ourselves.
yeah, that's that.
Right.
Please come, but no, don't. It's boring. There's so many people you don't want to see.
No fun.
Walk.
It's difficult to get there. I mean,
Yeah,
is it worth
it's
the
so
hassle?
far away. You have to walk, or you maybe walk the whole way to, or drive.
Like across all of Denmark?
If you
Yeah.
walk from here, that's a long walk.
Yeah, way too long. I would stay in Bremen, for example. There's so much.
Just stay there. Just stay there. You live there.
There's
Just
so
stay
much to see. No, it's totally fine. More questions.
Okay, is there any unreleased set that we would like to have? Are we allowed to answer that question?
Go for it, please.
Wait, you mean like sets they haven't made yet, basically?
I think it's
Yeah.
kind of in your imagination.
Right,
So when
like,
you think
yeah.
of any set,
Right.
I
I think so.
Are there any sets that you would like to have?
Been realized.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, just go.
So I'll start us off with that. I've always wanted like an ancient line of like ancient Greece or ancient Rome. I think would be really amazing. So you've got like temples in there. You've got like Roman, Greek soldiers, all sorts of things like that. I think there's a lot of different directions you could go in with like farmers and stuff and markets and things like that. So I think like an ancient Greece, ancient Rome sort of thing would be very cool.
I don't know if I have a specific answer. I haven't thought enough about.
Later in the live stream, stick
Yeah,
around.
I'll keep thinking about that question. It's pretty deep.
Andreas is over here wandering around.
Okay, I found one set we could build.
Yes.
This is not the giveaway thing.
The
Okay.
building
But,
is important.
Stand by for the giveaway, everyone.
Yeah, they're gonna be a giveaway. But they're gonna be a giveaway. I think because we have such a good time. But just for the guys who stay. Wait, I think we can build this set here.
That's on our level.
Because it's very American.
That's right. Red,
This
white,
is-
and blue.
I thought this is perfect. So we're gonna build this together.
Yep.
We chat a little bit. We answer some more
Yep.
questions.
More questions coming
Then
in.
we give
Very
away
fast.
away. Then we say goodnight. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
we're gonna build.
So stay with us. Stay with us.
Stay tuned, folks.
What are you doing with the box when you open it? What is happening? With the box?
I typically save them, though I don't know why, because I don't really have any plans of doing things like
you are
that.
safer.
I am a saver. Yeah.
What is?
Yeah, I think they look cool, and we have always had an idea of taking all these old boxes and flattening them out and putting them on a wall as like a studio backdrop, which I still think would be very cool.
I was, but it's funny. I've done something which I don't like when I watch other videos. But right now, I want to do it because we want to think of a YouTube channel which is gone. Jason and the guys from the Brick Show.
Yes.
Because we were doing one thing, and again, the YouTube channel was great in the first years, and then they had other things to do, I think, the last years. But there was one thing going on, they're doing all the time, which I don't like. But right now, I'm going to do it for Jason, and what's the name of his brother? I think he's...
Steven.
Steve, I think Steven. I hope you're still alive.
I believe he is.
He's... Yeah. Okay, because they're doing one thing, which is doing like this, and then this.
Boom.
Boom.
Just
That's
like
awesome.
that.
Inspired by the
Shouts out.
Brick Show.
Brick Show.
Oh, they're gone, but the website is still there.
Yes.
Brickshow.tv.com, brickshow.com, I think. They have still a shop, so they are still out there, still part of the community. But the channel was actually, yeah,
Yep.
it's gone because of 3 strikes, mistakes, uploading content. So again, there are 3 versions of it. I would love to go with the main building.
I agree. Biplanes are super sweet.
I think
This
that's
one, right?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So no knolling right here.
Right, obviously. Just open everything up,
Yeah,
pour it
yeah.
together, and then you just
So
gotta
this is
do it.
a fine thing to build.
This is fine. Yes, I will accept it.
Do you use any boxes so when you open it, or do you just build?
It's a straight up build.
What exactly are you doing right now? What exactly?
We'll take the pieces
You
out.
don't put all pieces on one.
That's what I'm saying. You just pour them out and then
No,
you just.
there's one
That's
rule.
not fun.
We are
That's
not
not fun.
This
If
is
you're-
not the
it's
fun. This
finding
is
the piece.
ridiculous to put all
You
bricks.
get, you
Just
get
took
physical
balls.
with the bricks
No,
by
this is-
digging through
I'm
them.
taking a selfie.
Okay. No, but what you do?
Because then it adds the experience, or else the build goes too fast. And you're like depressed
I
because you're
have
done.
2 kids at home. I have things to do. When you're young, you don't.
You got so much time when you're young.
The end is near. Somewhere.
So see the end of the
Put
tunnel.
all the bricks. Why? You three. Again, what you might do. You just put one bag here.
I mean, basically, you know the general area
One
of things.
bag here.
No. So you know the general area at least, but they're still
You
together
put
enough.
all the bricks on one.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, just kind of each in their own area a little bit. But I'm also building like a limited space, so like it's also just a space thing. But yeah, and then I just think it's fun to dig through everything.
So we'll just talk there, guys watching. What are you doing when you open the bags? There are 2 options. Put the bricks like this way, or
Export, is that what I sound
So,
Is that the American accent?
and you thought the live stream is over. No, it just began because of this. This makes this makes no sense at all. No sense. I mean, John.
This must be why I had so much trouble with the Taj Mahal.
I'm posting a photo on Instagram.
Oh, this is
You
good.
guys just keep going though.
Yeah,
It's
this is very
entertaining.
Insta's very important.
Yeah.
There's all the young guys.
Yeah.
I consider myself Insta famous.
Yeah. We gotta reach those young people.
Oh man, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on this, Andres.
No, it's totally fine.
Right.
We
get along still.
You a human being, I'm a human being.
Right.
Your brother is kind of a human being. So we're
This is how people cooperate in life.
yes.
It's a beautiful thing what we're doing here.
But you notice something? We're getting nearer to the camera. It's like
We're pushing the table.
Pushing the table.
Things get more heated.
We're about to knock the table over.
It's totally fine. So
All right, photo going out.
what exactly, John? What is he doing? We do this all the time.
Well, this makes it more fun if it's a smaller set. Then
But
you
they
can
are
just- you can go
printed
more
pieces.
adventure.
Can we print pieces? We just put print pieces there.
I treat the bricks like they are, which is a high-quality Danish product that can
But
withstand
we
a lot of
don't.
pressure.
What we might do, we put the printed bricks, which is printed. Great. We put that. So, you're gonna.
I built the minifig. Little flyer dude here.
We will build, I think, 4 steps and then hand to, what I
Who?
mean? Everybody will build 2
Yeah.
sides.
Yep. I'm almost
When
done
you
with
when you speak a language which isn't your mother language, from the morning till evening, and you're standing in a supermarket, you begin to speak English. But right now,
Supermarket is where it all fell apart. You were doing so good.
I was speaking German, English, French. It was like
We had to translate for him.
Right.
When he was speaking English. We had to translate.
We just told the lady, you gotta forgive him. He's not from around here.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. There's one thing I have to mention here.
Yeah.
For those parts, I mean, you don't need 4 steps, right? I mean, you can explain it in 2.
Okay,
I mean,
people are getting upset. I'm gonna interrupt you there because people are upset. We aren't answering enough questions.
Oh,
That's firmly on John's fault.
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm
because
on
John.
social.
Oh, Instagram. Oh, what
Instagram.
else is going on? Oh, look.
Oh!
All the world and all the celebrities are on the pool here.
All that matters is the Instagram.
So,
okay. Questions. Oh, we have a bunch of questions.
Oh.
Okay. Keep building. All
Bremen.
those things. Okay. We've
Benjamin
got.
Bremen.
Yeah. First one though. Do you have a sponsor for your journeys? So our revenue for the trips and the other content that we put out primarily comes from just YouTube ads, so regular YouTube revenue. That's about 80%, I'd say. And then about 20% is the 5-second ads that you see that play at the beginning of our videos. So from Brickmania and then Bricklink and Clone Army Customs and Brickmania we've worked with in the past and different companies. So it's 80-20 there as far as where the revenue comes from, and then that funds our travel so that we're able to go around the world, because it is very expensive. I think people forget about that, but we're not sitting on piles of cash, but it's just it goes back into the making more videos and going to new places. We try to go to as many new shows as possible every year.
Forgot the 100 euro I give you a video.
Oh yeah, and,
right.
and a lot of money that he's about to give us to make a video of his city.
And then here. And
Yes.
Tax free. Wonderful.
Yes.
You
He will slip that to
just
us.
in your bag suddenly.
Okay.
So-
Can I do another question before people get upset, or do you want to say something?
No, go.
Okay.
Go.
We have another question. This one is very serious.
John, no, then I will continue.
Just keep
Was it difficult to establish contact with Jang and to make him agree to pay a visit and disclose some of his secrets?
Yeah. So go ahead. This is very interesting.
Okay, so I will start to answer this one again. So we reached out to Jang, and it actually was over a several-month period that we were talking to him and saying, hey, knew we were going to be in the San Francisco area where he lives for Bricks by the Bay and other Lego visits to the Lego or the YouTube office, like we talked about a few minutes ago. So I contacted him months ahead and said, hey, we are Mr. Jang, obviously. Hey, Mr. Jang, we are going to be in your area. Can we stop by to check out the city? And so we talked over several months, and he was kind enough to let us stop by. And as we mentioned before, we were basically the first people to see it outside of his immediate friends and family. So that was really cool, and it definitely was something that we appreciated. Yeah, so thank you for I'm sure he's watching right now with.
Of course, he's watching on
So thank you for letting us.
I'm just missing the sign that we have to switch the build. So right here, I was telling you, it's so easy. Right here, I'm making a mistake.
How many pieces are in this side?
I didn't realize that you had to flip it around. So anyway, but it was, again, we talked about it earlier on. It was really great content. You can see the whole interview with Jang. You did, and the studio tour, and the of course city tour. I mean, and his place where he put all this bricks. So it's awesome.
Right. And then we actually saw. I don't know if we mentioned earlier. We have a video that's gonna be posting soon from his Halo shrine, where he has all his Halo collection.
What?
So he has a room of just Halo.
What?
Non-Lego items. Halo. But we don't usually cover that, but we will for this.
And 400 people are gone right now in the live stream. I told you.
Once they hear that.
Right, they hear that and they're like, I'm out, dude.
That's a
This is
preview
it.
of what's to come. But
It was good while it lasted, bros.
But it's an interesting question because obviously Jang in his videos is not, Jang is not his real name, and that might surprise.
Wait,
some
it's
people.
not?
And
What?
he doesn't show his face in the video.
I called him that because I thought it was his name.
Obviously doesn't show his house and things like that, so he's very private. And doesn't attend a lot of events, so it was great that we were very, very thankful that he let us kind of invade for several hours and make all those different videos. So
awesome, really awesome.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
But you mentioned he does visit exhibitions in the past.
No, he does not.
No.
He's never attended a Lego event.
Never.
Never. Yeah, we asked him about that, and he said he's never attended any Lego event.
You're a mess here. I'm looking for a part since 2 hours.
Let's see what else we have.
Just go ahead. So please, those guys are here. Just tonight, and tomorrow, but this is going to be the only live stream because we have so much to do.
Right.
Ask whatever you want.
We got more important
right
things
now.
to do than live stream.
They agreed that we were going to answer any single question.
We did.
Just go for it.
Because of all the money you
Doesn't
gave
matter.
us.
Yeah.
What's the name of my new YouTube guy? I think he's really good. Jackie.
Who?
What's the name of the YouTube guy in New York City?
Oh, Casey Neistat.
Casey, if you watch,
Casey and Jang are watching.
yeah, because we have a plan. We're gonna visit him next year in his studio, and I think hopefully he will agree that we're gonna do a 3-hour live stream
love you.
with
I think he would be a big
Casey.
fan of you.
What's his name, Casey?
Neistat.
I will put his YouTube channel in the description. Please support Casey.
He needs your support very badly.
Yeah. He only has 10 million subscribers, so not a lot of people.
You can live with 10 million subscribers. It's awkward.
We have another question. Please tell us about Alice Finch. Was it crazy inside her house full of Lego?
Her house is really awesome. Alice is a really cool builder. She builds amazing stuff. If you haven't, so I think she might be bringing her old massive Hogwarts build out of storage now that Harry Potter's being released again. But yeah, her house is amazing. She's an incredible builder. If you ever go to like BrickCon Seattle, you can meet her there. She comes down to Bricks Cascade in Oregon and stuff. Just really great. And it was very nice of her to take us around the house and everything. Building, yeah, more important. Okay.
One quick note in German, because one guy is asking here. Grüß dich, dieser Livestream ist natürlich auf Englisch, weil die beiden kein Deutsch sprechen. Ich werde noch einen Artikel veröffentlichen, wo ich auf einiges eingehe, was wir hier besprechen. Es ist ein Fun-Chat. Wir reden ein bisschen darüber, was die beiden machen. Die haben einen YouTube-Channel, Beyond the Brick. Insofern, wie gesagt, ich hoffe, du kannst ein bisschen was verstehen. Ich kann jetzt nicht alles übersetzen, weil wir haben jetzt viele englische Zuschauer. Es ist nur zum Spaß. Und ich werde noch mal ein bisschen was erzählen und auf der Website ein paar Videos verlinken. Und wenn du das hier machen siehst, ich habe einfach viel gegessen. Insofern, alles gut. Andere Videos sind auf Deutsch. Heute reden wir Englisch. Ich hoffe, das ist okay für euch. So, just
no, that's exactly right. I couldn't have said it better myself.
That you're looking this way all the time, and
yeah,
we're wearing red shirt, and you're sleeping with a red shirt. This would I
always.
In the
okay, well, thank you for explaining that. We appreciate that.
I don't know.
Let's see.
You know, you can ask anything, and they're going to be
giveaway.
Absolutely.
Giveaway.
This is very important to hold the people. Giveaway.
Anytime someone leaves, come back. There's a giveaway.
Well, because we know people aren't watching for this. You know what's happening here. So
I like
so
to
stay tuned.
Mark.
There'll be a giveaway.
With parts.
Did you just take my set parts and just start throwing them together?
Okay, let's see. Any other questions? I think that's about all that people have right now.
Okay. Somebody wants you to teach us German phrases.
Teach us German phrases?
Giveaway. Yeah,
we did learn about that. What's the letter called?
Oh yeah, the double S. That looks like a B.
Letter. What's that called?
You need
one part. Yep, I need this.
But the part I'm really.
Yep.
It's called Rucksack-Set.
Okay.
No way I can pronounce that!
I won't say that.
When you use two S, there are times that you have a Rucksack-Set. It looks like, it
looks like a B, but it's two S's.
It looks like
somehow.
Like a really big B.
I'm
glad you taught us that, though, because I've seen that letter a bunch before in historical documents, and I think I've probably mispronounced it, so that's useful to know.
What do you think of those macaroni pieces? They're great. I think they're really great.
They look fun. Someone would like to know how old we are.
Andreas, you don't have to answer that.
How old we are.
You both. It's all about Beyond the Brick, right?
No, I think everybody should.
Where's the question?
It says, how old are you? Who do you think that's directed at? I think you were talking
Hamburg Bricks, if you're still watching, please explain if you would like to know the age of everybody.
Be specific with your questions, people!
There's the letter.
Oh, there's a letter, by the way. So, Hamburg City Bricks. This is exactly the answer. In a very direct way. Andres, we know how old you are. Again, I told you, it's about you. They don't care about me. I'm sitting here with you in the middle. It's about Beyond the Brick. So please, and thank you for your kind answer. This is the way. Just go ahead. Steinalt. This means I'm still young.
Whatever you
So, I think Hamburg City Bricks, you need an answer. So, please go ahead. Your answer.
I am 24.
I'm 22.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. I don't think we'll get in trouble for saying our names on a live stream. I just realized the reason I'm such a slow builder
there we go.
is not because of any lack of skill on my part, but it's because I mix the pieces up every time I build. If I didn't mix the pieces up, I could build a lot faster. That's
by the way,
this is a mock?
It's Andreas' first mock.
It's a mock, but
yes.
I never mentioned how old I am. I'm just wondering when I think about it.
Yeah. So I think that comment.
Okay, and there's another answer of my good friend Benny aus Bremen. I think it's right. Yeah, when you add those ages, it's my age. It's totally I'm 52.
Well, you didn't want to say it.
So it's 20 plus.
Germans age quickly.
This is a nice piece. By the way, it's out there since 3 years, I think. But
So I think we should talk a little bit more about Germany because it really is a great country.
I mean, it's fine. How many pages are you supposed to build right now?
I'm just on a roll.
No. I thought. I mean,
You thought we were sharing it.
yeah,
Sharing.
and maybe. Why does everybody know how? Why?
That's supposed to be a secret.
Tino, why do you know? I mean, why? It's true, but
Should we delete that comment?
no, it's totally fine. It's
Okay,
no
okay.
secret. 46. It's
Okay.
totally fine.
What?
He's 8 years off.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there have been newspaper articles. Okay. Okay.
Wait,
I'm
who's
fine.
reading the newspaper here to find out how old you are?
He's a star in the newspaper.
You're like a
He's
local
star.
hamburger celebrity.
Yeah. He's one of the most famous hamburgers.
Oh, by the way, it's Marcus. We met Marcus.
Right, yes!
Marcus.
Right! You just figured that out!
And I told him. And
Did you tell him? Oh yeah, you did tell him, didn't you? Did we tell him?
You might have.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I
You did.
think you're.
I think you did.
why should I tell a person I just met? I mean, Marcus.
There's a lot of things you say that you probably shouldn't.
That's not true.
Did I tell you that I give them 100 euro?
All right, moving on.
Again. Sorry, John.
Yeah.
I would like to build as well.
Yeah, I'm handing it off right now.
Okay, now John is building now. I think of your brother all the time. I will.
What number
I
are
will
we
check
on?
the question. So please, questions for Beyond the Break.
I think that's the end right there.
What is? There's some important German sentence. What is that?
John, what?
Right here.
There, somebody left a comment.
Which number are you on?
Okay, this is kind of a. What?
The 23.
23.
Oh yeah.
I can't reach the.
If
pieces
you're not
with
sure, you can look at this model and compare it with the image.
You can actually build a Lego set
I
before.
thought it would be a little. I thought it would be a little quicker. to
Joshua,
ask him.
those printed bricks. That was. I mean, we have to be careful.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, there's so many awesome printed round tiles here. If you just,
I love how you're so meticulous with it. It's like a doctor doing surgery.
What do you think of these ears?
I've had too many of them. They're really good.
I'm
They're
done
delicious
after
ears.
two. It's they're fine, but
I need like coffee. They go really well with coffee. You don't have coffee here though, do you? Because you don't drink coffee. Oh, were you not?
yeah, no, it's fine. I don't drink coffee. No,
Yeah.
that's totally fine.
Okay, we can say that.
I don't drink coffee. So,
You're out of the closet now.
there's important German sentence where okay, we can do it this way. People would love that you speak German, and I think you can say this sentence here. This is fun. Can you read it? This sentence here, or okay, it's hard.
Wo ist der nach Legoland?
Not bad.
Perfect.
Wo ist der nächste?
Oh, I forgot the
Legoland?
W's are pronounced
Yeah,
like
it's fine. But wo ist der nächste Legoladen? Try it, John, please.
Wo ist der nächste Legoland?
Yeah, perfect.
Wait, how do you say that the fourth word there?
The 1, 2, 3, 4. Nächste. Oh, what is going on right now?
We just went super trippy.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh,
We're
this
back.
is
It's a computer thing.
damage.
No. No.
It's this thing that comes on.
That's a very strange pronunciation for that.
That doesn't matter.
No, it actually has nothing to do with
It
this.
has absolutely no bearing on the live stream.
It's a MacBook thing.
Yeah, no, it's a screen thing that comes on.
Just a second. Why?
Pause the live stream.
They're going to be a giveaway.
So don't leave.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's fine. Many people are watching, I think, since the beginning. So, great. It's just fun. We're sitting here. We're fun. I hope you enjoy it too. If you... Okay, they're going to be a giveaway. And I will put one of these... They're going to be another surprise, but I will put one of these inside the giveaway.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sure the person will enjoy getting one of those in several weeks after you ship it.
Another question. What's our take on the Overwatch?
Good question! Here we
Finally!
go! That's my thing. Okay, the question is, what do Beyond the Break
No,
Sure.
not just Beyond the Brick.
No, it's not just Beyond the Brick.
Also Zazamgaba.
It says, what's your take?
No, we had this before.
Okay,
The
we
people,
need to clarify.
we know how old
Wait,
you
real
are.
quick, real quick.
Where's the question? Where's the question? We have to figure out if it's you or.
It says, what's your take? I think it's you.
What do you mean with you? Do you
How about
mean...
everybody? How about everybody?
Yeah,
How about everybody?
So you have to write everybody because okay.
You gotta-
we talk about Overwatch. This I would call it ego shooter of Blizzard Entertainment.
Wait, what?
Ego shooter.
An ego shooter.
Yeah.
Like EGO.
Yeah. How do you pronounce it?
No, that's right. I've never heard, like, why do you call it that? I've never heard someone call it that.
I have to explain. I wrote it in the article, and there was like 100 comments. It's not an ego shooter, so that's why I begin my monologue here.
So you called it that, and everyone corrected you, because that's what people do on the
like
internet.
50, 60,
Right.
70.
The internet excels at that.
I have never played Overwatch.
Neither
I know-
have I.
I know
We have more
nothing.
important things to do than play video games. We have to
Yeah.
run Lego channels.
But right here, we have truly American guys who are familiar, who know what an ego shooter is.
Oops.
Ego shooter.
Oh.
Wait, is that like a first-person
What? Okay,
shooter?
okay,
Like we
what?
call those first-person shooters, where you're like playing as a character
Yeah.
and you're shooting.
I
People.
mean, don't call it ego shooter.
No, it's
What-
ego because it's like you're playing as yourself, so it's like you're.
Yeah, it's called.
That's great. I've never heard
It's,
that before.
it's ego shooter, right?
Wait, is that a gaming term?
If that's is that a German thing or like a gaming term? Because I've never heard that.
So
Maybe it's a gaming term.
Maybe
let's
I don't play a lot of games.
Just be right here. When you talk about Mario jumping around, it's a jump and run, right? Jump and run, jump and run, jump and run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mario so. If you have a game where you sit into a car, and you run, it's a racing game.
Right.
It's a racing game.
Yeah, racing game.
And when you run around and shoot other people, it's an ego shooter.
It's a first-person shooter.
Okay, it's first
Or
person.
FPS.
Okay. Anyway, I think Overwatch is kind of a game where you run around and kill other people. Am I right? Am I wrong?
I want Nick Jensen, the official Lego community gun expert, in here to tell us if ego shooter is a thing that we should be
This
familiar
is the
with.
German expression.
Oh, here's the brick whiz. He knows.
Yeah,
He's a gamer.
Brickwiz is also knowledgeable, so thanks for joining us. He says he's never heard of that either.
So it's not.
And he's
it's not
from
it's not a
Germany.
gaming
No, he's American.
He's a-
Okay. So just make it clear.
That's a German term, apparently.
I'm looking forward to the sets. I've seen this big model where they show it's kind of a lot of temple thing, like Ninjago thing, where you see a lot of.
Oh, it's like Mad Max.
I haven't played the game. It seems to be a license, which is very interesting for Lego because I see so many comments and discussion going on.
I'm concerned about the violence. Why would Lego make something based on a violent video game?
Star Wars.
Star Wars isn't all about give peace a chance, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
No, very much so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of deaths. Didn't Anakin kill all? What's that line where he like says he killed all of
Yeah.
the women and children or whatever?
So I'm skeptical for reasons, but the decision is ambivalent. So they decide that we're gonna do it. We're gonna report about the sets. We're gonna show a set. We're gonna do a review of a set, but they won't play the game.
Make sure to call it an ego shooter the whole time.
Yeah.
We should all the
'Cause that's
time
great.
because it's good for the comment section. No.
The Brickwiz says he googled ego shooter and FPS came up. So it's
Okay,
just the German
it's
name.
called
German.
Ego
Yeah.
Shoot Engine.
Yeah.
So again, it seems like a little bit of comic style, something I've seen images. So
No, I think you're right. It's just a German term.
It makes sense though because you like play as yourself, so it's like ego, sort of.
Ego shooter,
because you're
yeah.
like playing as yourself,
yeah.
sort of.
So yeah. Anyway, and so my thought is I'm skeptical, but I'm looking forward to the sets. I mean, you can build a set. You don't have to play the game. And when I was young, I played for some hours some bad games too. Everybody was playing.
You had a sketchy childhood.
and I'm still here. I'm not a freak. I'm not crazy or so.
I mean, that's debatable.
So it's up to everybody. I think you have to, when you're parents, you have to look for your children and what they're playing, and I think you should be have always an eye on it. So
Yeah, you have two daughters, so you get that. Like, let's dive into
course.
that a little bit more. Like, what is your approach, like with daughters, and how does that change?
she can jump around with Mario. It's fine, and the Koopa Troopa is
Mario
fine.
is a good character.
He's a good guy.
Right.
Do you say Mario or Mario?
Mario.
Mario.
In fact, Mario.
Oh,
Mario.
because your Italian side comes out.
Mario. It's me, Mario.
That's right. So I say Mario. Just to
So
upset Kevin
I would
Nicole.
say before, while you were talking about Overwatch, because there's a lot of discussion going on.
Right.
I will play relaxed music. You told about just a statement.
Yes.
About okay.
Okay. So our thoughts on Overwatch. So it's pretty similar.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
The music has to start.
Okay. My bad.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that sets the scene so nicely. Overwatch, the game, I haven't actually played it before, so I can't speak to it from a point of view of someone who knows anything about anything.
It didn't play the game.
I'll just let Andreas take over from this point. That's my review.
Great. And no.
Similar. I have not played it, so I don't know exactly like to the.
He didn't play the game.
I can't speak exactly to the extent of the violence, but it Star Wars is very violent.
All we are saying. No. Let's
Okay,
let's see whether there want to be images.
That's going up on YouTube.
So the guys are still here. What time is it? Oh, it's late. I think a few more minutes when we have to finish.
We're like halfway through here.
Okay, quick question. Someone wants to know they have the modular diner and the Ninjago City. Which should they build next?
I built an Ninjago City and it's an excellent build. Highly recommend it. I haven't built the diner, but Mike's Psyche design set and Mike's pretty amazing, so I'm sure it's great.
Mike is great. Mike is great.
Well, you've built both. What do you think?
I actually built the diner. I have still to build the Ninjago City docks. I built the Ninjago City one.
That's the one he said he has, John, right? Not the docks?
The docks or the city?
I think he said city.
Yeah, he has the city.
The city is great.
Right.
It's so much fun.
The city is just such a fun build. There's so many details and stuff in there.
If you have 10 hours, build Ninjago City. If you have 6 hours, build the diner.
It took me and Boone like 20 hours to build this city.
Boone is singing all the time. That's crazy.
Another question: is there Whataburger in Hamburg? I don't know what.
Sadly,
I don't know who would have asked that question.
Sadly, there is not, and it's there is a good burger place though. Actually, Andreas took us to one of his local burger places. It was really good.
Peter Pan.
Yeah. It's like Peter Pan themed, which is kind of weird, but whatever.
Should we explain what Whataburger is? Some people are wondering in the.
Whataburger, burgers swimming?
Whataburger. WHATA.
Whataburger.
Not water.
Whataburger.
Yeah.
Like
wow. Like you take a bite.
Whataburger.
Yeah, exactly. You got it perfectly.
What is the place all the time we went to New York we go to?
Five Guys.
Five Guys. Now, Five Guys is a burger place.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
We've been to Five Guys in London, by the way. It's the place to be. No,
Whataburger is
we
awesome.
met in London, by the way.
Yeah. Whataburger is very good as well. So it's like a place that's mostly out west in the U.S. and it's like a fast food burger place that has really good shakes and all sorts of burgers and sandwiches and stuff.
Here we go.
So it's good. If you're ever out west, Andreas, when you make it out there, you should give it that and In-N-Out. There's a big fierce debate between In-N-Out and Whataburger. People are strong on both sides.
I will continue this one because it's one build, okay, and then I'll hand.
Okay.
I didn't listen to you.
Yeah, I could. Yep. Typical.
Lego.
Someone says rather hard to watch 2 live streams now. Okay, well, you shouldn't be watching anything else.
Close the second one, whatever it is, and watch this one.
I'm just watching another live stream.
This person. I don't know how you say that username, but...
yeah, it's fine. You can just...
Yeah, you can just close the other one.
Right.
It's pretty...
Giveaway on this live stream.
There's a giveaway coming up. I don't know if we've talked about that lately.
With 1 ear.
Yes, you get 1 ear.
One
And
ear.
something else.
Another question. Favorite set of 2017?
For me, if the Ninjago City came out 2017, right? I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd definitely be my favorite.
I'll go with the... They said theirs is the old fishing store. That's one of my favorites for sure. We'll go with that. Carry on.
He's just quick.
Brickwiz would like to know how long we are in Europe for. It's actually quite a while.
Yeah.
This is our longest trip ever.
So Andreas lives here, so he's not going anywhere, but we'll be here for a number of weeks.
All 3 of us will be here in Europe for a while. But this is the old fishing store. We are here for 5 weeks more.
Yep. So we go to France next for a while, then we're over to Greece, and we'll be on a cruise for a couple weeks. Then we're to Scareback Fan Weekend in Denmark. And then we'll head right back for BrickCon in Seattle. So it's going to be pretty crazy, moving around a lot.
It's heavy.
Be careful. If you drop that, I'm going to feel really bad. I might start crying.
Oh, we're bringing over some...
No, exactly the builds you mentioned.
Yes,
right.
Yes, sorry.
Look,
Because
it's a
of-
show and tell.
Yeah.
Because of your fans, I would like to. It's
Yeah,
Thank you. Next level.
So-
Like above and beyond.
If you set this here and then you sit in the chair, it would completely block you.
One part is gone. Maybe in your bag. Before you leave, I would love to see you. I would love to look inside your bag.
Please don't look inside our luggage.
But there's one part missing.
Oh, you should show off our shirt we picked up. Worst set ever. Do we want to answer that?
Let's see. That's tough.
There are a
I
lot
mean,
of sets.
typically Lego sets are really good. I mean, there's not a lot of sets that are like, oh, this is awful. I don't build a lot of Star Wars. Star Wars is fine. I have no problem with it. But I built the UCS Hoth set and was not impressed. I know a lot of people have hated on that set, and I kind of get why. It was nothing too great about the build, and then once it was finished, it was just like a bunch of different sections, and it really was not good. So that, especially for a larger set like that should be pretty impressive, I didn't think it was too great. As far as build experience, the Taj Mahal is a pretty awful build experience because you're just doing the same thing 4 times. It's very repetitive, and there's a lot of small pieces. If you had 4 different people to kind of each build a section, I think it'd be better. But it looks great on display, so the set itself built isn't bad, but the build experience is not great. What do you think, Andreas?
The Hoth set I built on my own as well, and I think it's not a UCS set in my opinion.
Right.
It's not a display piece. And some builds I don't like. I think it's gone, or it's still here. I think it's gone. I used the entrance as kind of a fairground set. The images on something about when you Google Hoth and you will
Like a
find
little plug for the website.
and was like songabout.com. Why is my YouTube channel? So you have it's kind of a ride, not a ride. You can get in and experience the Star Wars thing.
It's like a Star Wars experience.
Yes,
Like a Comic-Con type of thing.
Yeah, I had figures inside, and you could
Yeah.
just run around, and you can open and close the door, and you get in for 10 minutes, and you have lights and stuff. So, but it's gone. It was just I used the parts, and I think the entrance was pretty cool, and some other builds were fun too. Has been fun too, but when you put everything, it doesn't feel like it is complete. And for the price, again, it was pricey set. I'm not a big fan of the Hoth set. But again, if you do like the movie, if you would like to play some scenes, you just have to figure out where the 80 is, and then you...
Right. You gotta build that yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, Lego certainly does a great job with most sets. I mean, it's rare that you have a build experience or a set that just really does not look very good. So, I think overall, you know, the designers work very hard and do a great job. And there's a lot of, and this is worth mentioning, particularly with recent controversy around things like the Aston Martin set. There's a lot of limitations that they have to work with pieces they can use. You know, someone
all the time. Oh my goodness.
show and tell again. Someone building a mock can do a lot of things that a Lego designer cannot do in terms of like pieces they can use, parts techniques, things like that. You know, all sorts of old parts that might be available. You know, you could buy for a mock, but is not available to a current set designer. You know, number of pieces. It's got to be playability, but it's got to look good and all this stuff. So. I think it's definitely worth keeping in mind when thinking about a set is all of these limitations that these very talented designers have to work within when designing something, and they can still make such a good-looking product.
So, this is the thing right here.
Right.
And yeah, you can...
Ejector seat, that's where we put Andreas.
It's fun. I think we talk about it in an uploaded video. Some nice play features. It's good looking from many angles, I think. Great.
I haven't actually played around with this very much. So you've got the ejector seat. What else does it do?
You can play with your own, as mine. It's totally fine, but not with mine.